Okay, let's start.
Yes. Today we are talking about information technology and marketing connection.
This is my article.
This is my article. And my article's title is Top 4 Tips for Dealing with Marketing's Complexity. It's generally introduced 4 guidelines to deal with today's marketing. You know, today's marketing have more and more connected with information technology and social media, and it turns many changes and more confused. So there are 4 tips to remind us how to face to today's marketing. What's the 4 tips? The 4 tips is marketing is always on, and simplify and follow the marketing's funnel, and turn prospects into subscribers, then into customers. The first one is marketing is always on. Let me have an example. If you have a website, your marketing need to be real time and always on.
Okay, is that you mean that if you want to get a good market, you need to be on time every day, every second, or every hour?
No, I think nowadays we have many new technology to take this fresh information. So maybe we just let the machine do it. And below there are some ways to develop your website, like offer fresh content and develop a plan for your website, engage with and listen to your prospects and customers, and make it easy for customers to buy from you.
I have a question. What kind of content do you think it should be included in your first steps?
Well, just like the land page, you should well optimized, and you should have a clear process. And the most important is serving and engage customers, and it will attract many potential clients.
Just like Weibo and some TV advertisements. My article also have a similar tip for your second one, and we can discuss it later.
Yeah.
Let's move on the second one.
The second is simplify.
Oh, wait. In your steps 4, I have a question. How can
Okay.
you make it easy for your customer to buy from you?
Oh, I think this is you should have a good sales representative, because a good sales representative will have know the range of your product and service you have, and it will attract and help you to keep the customers. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is simplify. This paragraph have an interesting statement that is, in 5 years, CMOs will be buying more technology than CIOs. Do you know it?
Yes, I have ever heard it. So is that you think that the connection of marketing and information technology will be more and more close?
Yes. Nowadays, we have many new technologies like DSP, DMP, RTB. RTB is real-time bidding, just eBay, and native advertising. just like we say the Weibo, the top 4 interests in Wuhan, or the in-stream advertising, the advertising we see before the video and the ad network. And there are so many technologies, so we are confused about what kind of channel should we use. But this tip is one to remind us we should focus on our main goals and simplify what we are thinking about. And remember, don't get caught up in the hypes.
Yes.
And it will help you don't waste the investment and saving your money.
It's good. And about your third one, what is the marketing funnel?
Okay, that's a good question. The marketing funnel, I think, is quite similar with the purchase process, but the purchase process is continuum for customers, and the marketing funnel is a continuum for sellers. The first one is you should advertising yourself and display what content you have, and you can attract the eyes. Then you will have your subscribers. These subscribers will evaluating your products and compare with your competitors. Then the final will have there are someone will final decided to buy your product. So this is the bottom of the funnel. Yeah.
Let's move on to the last one.
Oh, I should remind you about the third paragraph. The effect marketing engage the buyer along the key junction points in the purchase process.
Why you want to remind me about this sentence?
Well, because this is why the importance we should follow the marketing funnel. It reminds us we should have a long-term vision, and we should see the future of our products.
That's okay.
Okay, the last tip. The last one is turn prospects into subscribers, then into customers.
Yes.
There are 16% of business buyers have made up their minds on who they want to buy from before they engage with sellers. So but it's remind me another things. Talking about the turn prospects, do you know there's a series about Amazon.com's there is a research result of the long tail marketings that is that the Amazon.com the most sum of business profit is not the popular items, popular books, but it is the more hard find items, just like old culture books or Minter language dictionary.
I never heard it, but now I know it.
Okay.
And so you mean that we could use various channels to attract different prospects?
Yes, and I think in the same time, maybe the person you think the most unlikely to become your customer will turn your biggest clients. Therefore, we need to expand our advertising pattern to earn more subscribes. Okay, that's my article.
Okay, let's move on my article. My article is about 6 things to know before starting content strategy development. And nowadays, more than 19% of businesses are developing digital content for their brands. That means if you want to have more exposure and build relationships in your business or enterprise, you can follow 6 tips below. The first one is identify goals and build roadmaps for success. And the second is define the needs of your target audience. And the next one is analyze the competitive landscape. Next one is determine the most effective content medium and decide where to engage. And the last one is test for the optimal time to deliver. You know, everyone has a dream and everyone to achieve it. If you want to achieve it, you must let it to be some specific steps.
Okay.
I think the most important thing is to ensure your goals can be achieved and monitored. You can make every milestone or SMART goal specific, measurable, and attainable, and relevant and time-based.
Okay. Do you have some examples for it?
Yes, and there have an example to increase Facebook followers. Increase Facebook page likes by 25%, leverage promoted posts. And today we have 10,000 fans. And how many fans do you think we can increase?
Maybe 12,000 or 14,000.
That's okay. And determine the needs of your target audience. Before you can properly begin create content, you first have to identify your customer.
Oh, I think it's different with my 4 tips for the last one, because my last tip is not, it remind us not identify customer segments.
But I think this is two different concepts. You must identify your customer before your business, whatever how many customers you are.
I don't think so. If you identify some customers before you have start business, I think you must lost some audience.
But if you want to keep all of your customers, how many funds will you cost? And I think you will waste too much money. This identify customer is not means focus on one kind of customer. We can also accept different levels of audience.
Okay. We're gonna talk about the next one.
Okay, the next one is about analyze the competitive landscape. You must to know how strong your competitors is. And by examining how competitors are delivering content, you can uncover the obstacles and opportunities your brand may face.
And how can you investigate in your competitors' content?
You can use toys to gain additional insights into how your competitors are behaving online, such as HubSpot, Marketing Grader, and OpenSite Explorer.
Okay, thank you.
And the next one is determine the most effective content medium. Narrate different mediums in different channels to increase engagement and create a sense of identity.
Oh, so this is your for the fifth tip. I think this one is quite similar with the first one.
This is my first tip.
Okay.
你不是应该有个问题吗？
Let's move on.
Okay. The fifth one is decide where to engage. You can choose different places to engage, and just keep your goals in mind while deciding what channels to pursue and stay true to what is right for your brand.
Oh. Okay.
The last one is to test for the optimum time to deliver. The frequency of your distribution should depend on the channel, but consistency is the key to engagement. Teach your users to expect content to be delivered on a regular schedule.
So nowadays, there are many advertise from Facebook, Twitter, and so on. Every day, many people will receive different suggest posts. Do you think what's the time to deliver the advertise?
I think it's up to the users. If the users are students, you can deliver it after school. And I want an example in my 4 tips. If your product is a kind of food, you can advertising it on magazines, on newspapers, in internet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 完全。